I'm back on this 455 Olds motor that I got for this Cutlass. I left you in the last video. It was froze up, and I was putting solution down the cylinders. Well, anyway, it wound up soaking a good month or so, and I still couldn't get it to break free. So I just started pulling the main caps off, and got to where I can move the crank around and stuff, and finally got to break free. I believe it was the number 7 and number 2 that were sticking. I believe it was either that, or it kind of looked like the bottom bearing had come up and overlapped the top bearing, and that's a good possibility on why it was sticking too. But I did get the crank out. I still got the rods and pistons and everything. I haven't pulled them out yet. They're still laying in here. Some of these, bearings ain't looking too good. I had them falling out when I was moving that crank around, and here's some of them right here. I believe that's number 8 on the bottom. On the top, I'm sorry. Run your fingernail across it, and kind of scratch as you see, and if your fingernail sticks, well, then you need a new bearing. That one's got a little bit of roughness to it. Also, you want to look at the tips of them too, right here, because when they overlap, if you got a bearing that spins up and overlaps your other bearing, the edge will start to wear off here, and it'll get real sharp on the edge, and you can see where it's wearing down. That one, it's got some spots on it, some dark spots. I don't know exactly which rod these bearings came out of. Like I said, they was just falling out. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna try to get this number 1 rod and piston out here. I have to push it through the other side, and it's about out now. Let me set this camera down here for a sec. Let's see if I can get that thing out of there. There's one of them right there. That's number 1, I believe. Yep, that's number 1. I'm gonna go put the number 1 cap on it. That's still got the bearing on the bottom of it. Exactly which one's number 1, because a couple of these didn't get marked. Thinking this one's number 1. Pop these out and put your caps back on, leave your bearings, everything in them. Just put them back together. So you know how everything come apart. You want everything to go back the same way it came off. Same spot. Let's get out of here so we can get some light and look at this thing. Got some wear right there. You know, which is you tend to expect that from a almost 50-year-old motor. For a 50-year-old motor, you know, that's plus, you know, this motor, I think he said it had been sitting for about 7 years. I think it's been sitting outside for 7 years. Let me find a place to lay these out, man. I ain't got no room nowhere for shit. Well, there's an update on it. I'm gonna get these pistons and rods out, and the cam's still in there. I gotta take it out and get some light and see what the damage is, which I know it's gonna probably have to go to the machine shop. See how the discoloration there? See where it burned? Oh, that's the notch, but that discoloration, if I correct me if I'm wrong, I think that's from overheating and getting hot. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's gonna have to go to the machine shop. No surprise, no surprise. Mains really don't, you know, other than the hot spots on them, I mean, there's really no deep scratches or nothing on them that I'm seeing at the moment, which I could have some better light. Got the crank out.
Did you find me?
Yeah.